everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're just about set for Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. We're expecting a sellout today at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. We'll take our first look at the most updated brackets. So in the American League, the Oakland Athletics are still waiting for a dance partner in the ALCS. They may get one today, as later this afternoon we're going to have Game 4 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. Kansas City leads that series 2-1 and can close it out today. In the National League, we have decided to officially reschedule the APA football video, and tomorrow morning we'll play Game 4 between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. The Pirates lead that series 2-1. As for today, we're looking at the series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves, which the Dodgers lead 2-1 and can close out today. So with that, let's go meet our starting pitchers, and first up, we'll meet the Dodgers starting pitcher. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Bob Ojeda. 189 and a third innings pitched, 181 hits, 15 homers, 70 walks, and 120 strikeouts in 91. 12-9 with a 3.18 ERA. Looking at these two, I don't know what to expect out of this one. But let's take our first look at the Braves starting pitcher, and we'll take a look at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, charged with getting us back to Monday night for Game 5, Steve Avery. 18-8 with a 3.38 ERA, 210 and a third innings pitched, 189 hits, 21 homers, 65 walks, and 137 strikeouts. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, very much a hitter's park, especially for lefties. That is a very high wheelhouse on a ballpark check. So any switch hitters today will be batting lefty to try to take advantage of that higher wheelhouse. With that, we're all set there, so let's move over to the main game area and check the shot over there. Everything's ready to go over here. Just looking over the shot real quick. Everything looks good. So let's wrap up the pregame festivities and let's play ball. While the Braves start to get loose out in the field, we'll take a look at the Dodgers lineup. Leading off, we've got, once it decides to focus, we've got Alfredo Griffin at shortstop, Cal Daniels in left field, Darryl Strawberry in right field, Brett Butler's in center field, Mike Sharperson is at third base, Gary Carter's catching, Eddie Murray is at first base, Lenny Harris is at second base, and Bob Ojeda will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card 8. Almost all of the fans are in at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Not an empty seat to be found here. Fans are fully out in support of their Braves today. Leading off, of course, we've got Alfredo Griffin. Steve Avery is a lefty, and Griffin didn't hit any homers in 91. We are going to be using red, white, and blue dice. Braves are the home team in this one. Game 4, NLDS. Dodgers win. They wait for a dance partner in the NLCS. Braves win. We go back to Dodger Stadium on Monday night for Game 5. Which team will prevail today? Only the dice know, and to figure out what they want to tell us, we need to go to where every game starts. That would be the first pitch. 12 is going to be an in-play 9, and Griffin's going to lead off the game with a base hit. Not a good thing if you're a Braves fan. The Braves will move to double play depth, as stepping into the batter's box now is Cal Daniels. 6 of his 17 home runs coming against left-handed pitching. Griffin is a C4, which is a very good chance. Jump of 4 against a hold of 10. Could they try to send him? Maybe a little early to get aggressive on the base. With a 77, though, he'd be off to second on a very good chance. I think the Dodgers are going to try it. They want to get this series over with as fast as possible. They want to get this series over with. They've already had Atlanta come back from one series deficit. They don't want to go 2-2 going back to Dodger Stadium. That's a 15. Griffin's off to second on a very good chance. And a close play, but Griffin will get under the tag, and he'll be at second with a stolen base. LA willing to get aggressive on the base paths to try to close this game out. That will take the double play off the table for the Braves, though. Avery looking over to Griffin at second. Dodgers getting aggressive early. Avery will turn back to Daniels. He will get the sign from Olson. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 90. And that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Getting after that one for the Braves will be Lemke. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. But Griffin will make it to third as the ball was fielded by the second baseman. Daniels is out. The infield will play in, as here's Darryl Strawberry. He hit 11 of his 18 home runs against left-handed pitching. Griffin on third, 1 out in the inning. Game 4 of the NLDS. Avery gets the sign from Olson. Avery will set. Look to Griffin at third. Turn to Strawberry. Avery will kick. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense. That ball's hit to second base. Going after that one is going to be Lemke. His range is a B. Which means he's pretty good out there. 53, he will make the out. Let's see what kind of out it is. It's a ground ball. It's a ground ball over to Lemke. He will get to that one, but we have to go to the infield in chart, which is right here, to see what happens on the play. That's an 8. Lemke's going to go home with that, and Griffin is going to be tagged out. That'll be G4-2 for the second out of the inning. Actually, that'll be Griffin making that out. Strawberry will reach on the fielder's choice. So the Dodgers tried to score an early run, but they get caught with the infield, but the infield was waiting for it. Here's Brett Butler. Neither of his homers in 91 coming against left-handed pitching. Already an exciting play at the plate. Fulton County Stadium buzzing as the Braves manage to hold the Dodgers off the board there. Avery will turn to Olson for the sign. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be an in-play 79. It's a fly ball into center field. Gant will have to come in a little bit for that one, but he'll slow down, make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single and the stolen base for the Dodgers. And the score is now LA 0, Atlanta coming to bat. Stadium size. Phew! As the Dodgers now start getting loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Braves starting lineup. Leading off for the Braves, we've got Otis Nixon in the left field, Greg Olson catching, Terry Pendleton is at third base, Ron Gant is in center field, Jeff Blauser is at shortstop, David Justice is in right field, Mark Lemke is at second. We already had to call his name a couple times today. Tommy Gregg is at first base, and Steve Avery will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card 9. While the Dodgers get loose in the field, I should mention that as this is both a weekend game and an elimination game, my fast score house rule will not be in effect for this game. Either one would cancel the fast score house rule. Both is just overkill at this point. Anywho, leading off is Otis Nixon. No homers against either side pitching in 91. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will wind up, and here's me dropping dice, but here's the pitch. I just realized we got 2 lefties going at it today. 6 is going to be a patient 41. Ball 4, curveball misses the zone, and Nixon's on with a leadout walk. Dodgers will go to double play depth, and here's Greg Olson. Olson hit 2 of his 6 homers against left-handed pitching. Nixon would be a B. would be a B3 steal, which is still a very good chance. He's a jump of 10 against a hold of 10. The Braves are definitely going to be just as willing to be aggressive on the base paths as the Dodgers were. 96 and up, Otis Nixon's off to second with a very good chance. As long as they don't try to pick him off. 35, Nixon is off to second on a very good chance. Whoa, we've got a stolen base, so Nixon will be safe at second, but we also have a potential error chance. So we need to check the catcher. The catcher's Carter, and his possible error rating is a D6 against an error rating of a 3. Higher, I believe, means he throws it into the infield. Yes! So Nixon makes it to second, and then Olson overthrows the target. So Nixon's going to find himself at third on the E2. And just like that, the infield has got to play in to try to keep Nixon from scoring. Wow. Excitement already in the first inning. And we've barely just begun. Ojeda will look in. Ojeda now looking nervous with Nixon already at third. Ojeda will look in at Carter for the sign. Ojeda will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 51 against the lefty. That's going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. We need to see what happens on the play, though, as once again, the infield is in. Olson will be... Ojeda will take that over to the bag, underhand that to Murray, and that will be the first out of the inning. Nixon will stay put. And here's Terry Pendleton. Pendleton hit 4 of his 22 home runs against left-handed pitching in 91. 1 out in the inning. Infield still in. Braves threatening. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium on their feet. They're hoping for a good hit. Pendleton waits for the pitch from Ojeda. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 23. And against a lefty, Pendleton will get that out of the infield, and the Braves will jump out in front. Pendleton will get on base with a single. Actually, the infield was in, so hold on a second. Before we jump the gun there, the infield was in. So we need to go back to the infield in chart again. Actually, no, that was a base hit, so never mind. We don't need to go to the infield in chart. That's only on a ground ball. Right? Yes, that would only be on a potential out, and that was a single. So Pendleton's on first. Nixon will score, and the score is now 1-0 in favor of not LA, of Atlanta. Stadium cheers. Yay! Atlanta really does not want to go quietly into that good night. The infield will go back to double play depth. And here's Ron Gant. Gant hit 10 of his 32 homers against left-handed pitching. Pendleton is a jump of 4 against a hole of 10. Gant's not bunting. Is Pendleton going to try to swipe a bag? They're not going to try to swipe a bag with Pendleton. Gant will swing away. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set, look over to Pendleton at first, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 67, and against a lefty, Gant's going to get a hold of that one and take it out of the infield for a double. He'll take that for an opposite field shot into right field, and Pendleton will score. Pendleton will score. Gant will be at second. That's on a D9. And the score is now 2-0 in favor of Atlanta. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Jeff Blauser. Blauser hit 4 of his 11 homers against left-handed pitching. Blauser's also a terrible bunter, so they're putting the bat... So Atlanta's going to put the bat in Blauser's hand. 2-0 Atlanta. Game 4 of the NLDS. Dodgers win. They go to the NLCS. Braves win. Game 5 is on Monday. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 49. And that's going to be grounded over to third. Getting to that one for the Dodgers will be Sharperson. He'll throw it over to first for the second out of the inning. Gant will make third, though, on the play. And here's David Justice. Justice hit 7 of his 21 home runs against left-handed pitching in 91. Ojeda looking over at Gant at third. Ojeda will turn back to the plate. He'll get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set. Justice will brace. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 21. And Justice is going to swing through the high heat for the third strike. And that will be the third out of the inning. And that will retire the side. What an inning for the Braves, though. A walk, two hits, a walk, a stolen base, and an error. And the score is now 2-0 in favor of the Braves after 1. Top of the second coming up, we'll see the we'll see the middle of the Dodgers order due up next. Avery will finish his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box is Mike Sharperson. Both of his home runs in 91 coming against left-handed pitching. Avery will look in at Olsen for the sign. Avery will wind up. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 17. And Sharperson's going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And here's Gary Carter. 3 of his 6 homers coming against left-handed pitching in 91. Avery looking in at Olsen for the sign. Fulton County Stadium buzzing. Atlanta has a 2-0 lead. Avery will get the sign. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play some defense. Where's that ball hit? That ball is hit toward third base. Getting after that one for the Braves is going to be Pendleton on an error check. His error rating is a 4. And he's going to make an error on that play. That'll be a one-base error, and Carter will be safe on the E5. Braves will go to double play depth. Here's Eddie Murray, 6 of his 19 homers coming against left-handed pitching. Carter is a D4, right? Yeah, D4, which is a normal chance. He's going to stay put. Avery will look in at Olsen for the sign. Avery will set. Glance over to Carter at first. Turn back to Murray at the plate. Avery will kick. Here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 37's wheelhouse. Murray thinks he's got a hold of one. No! Eddie Murray is going to lift that one into left field. Coming under that one for the Braves is going to be Nixon. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And here's Lenny Harris. Harris hit 1 of his 3 homers against left-handed pitching in 91. 2-0 Atlanta. Game 4 of the NLDS. Braves trying to get us back to LA. Dodgers trying to end the series here. Avery will look into Olsen for the sign. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 36. And that's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Blauser. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the error. And we're getting ready now for the bottom of the second. Ojeda finishes up his warm-up tosses as we're looking at the bottom of the Braves order next. Here's Mark Lemke. Lemke didn't hit any homers against left-handed pitching in 91. Ojeda waits for the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set. He will wind. Here's the pitch. 2 is a tough 45, and that's going to be grounded over to first. Murray will get to that one. He'll take it to the bag himself for the first out of the inning. Here's Tommy Gregg. He had only one homer, but that came against right-handed pitching in '91. Ojeda waits for the sign from Carter. Ojeda will get it. He will wind. Here's the pitch. 3 is a wheelhouse 18. No, against the lefty. He's going to pop that one up on the infield. He'll get heavily under that one. Getting under that ball is going to be Harris. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And here's Steve Avery hitting off of pitcher hitting card 9. Of course, no special stats for the pitchers. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter on how to deal with Avery. Ojeda will wind. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 6. And Avery will get frozen with the bat on his shoulder by a changeup for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves in the bottom of the second. The score, however, is 2-0 in favor of Atlanta. Top of the third coming up, and we're looking at the top of the Dodgers order due up next. Avery finishes his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box. We have Steve Avery. He's hitting off of pitcher hitting card 8 for this one. 2-0 Atlanta. Top of the third. Game 4 of the NLDS. Avery looks into Olsen for the sign. Avery will wind up. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a patient 93. He's not that patient. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Nixon will have to range in slightly for that one, but he'll still have plenty of grass in front of him before the infield. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Next up is Griffin. Griffin singled and stole a base his first time up. He got thrown out trying to score the first run of the day. Avery looks into Olsen for the sign. Avery will wind. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be an in-play 71. It's a ground ball to second. Lemke will get to that one, ranging to his right slightly, but he'll make the play with no problems for the second out of the inning. And here's Daniels. Daniels grounded out his first time up. Avery looking for a nice, easy top of the third inning. Avery will get the sign from Olsen. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 40. And Daniels is going to swing through a slider that was just on the corner of the zone for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the third, or in the top of the third, I should say. Ojeda now will get his warm-up tosses in. As stepping into the batter's box, we have the top of the Braves order. Here's Nixon. Nixon walked, stole a base, and advanced on an error in the first. Ojeda trying to keep this game right where it is. Atlanta would like to get more runs on the board. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. He will wind up, and here's the pitch. 3 is a wheelhouse 77, and it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Going back for that one is Butler, but he'll have plenty of room before the track. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Olsen. Olsen today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 19. And against the lefty, Olsen will be good enough for a base hit on that one. He'll reach on a one-out single. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Pendleton. Pendleton is Pendleton is 1 for 1 today with a single. Jump of 3 against a hold of 10. They're going to try to swipe a bag with Olson here, maybe get him into scoring position. 70 or less, he gets the jump on A3, I believe, is an excellent chance. Yes, A3 is an excellent chance, but he needs a 70 or less to take off. That's a 55. Olson's off to second on an excellent chance. And here we go again. Olson will be safe. Now we need to see now if Carter makes another error. Yes, he does. He makes another error, and Olson is going to find himself at third base with a stolen base on the E2. Not a good day for the Dodgers. The infield will have to play in to try to keep Olson from scoring. Ojeda will now turn to Pendleton will now turn back to Pendleton at the plate. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 93. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one for the Dodgers will be Daniels. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning, but yes, that will be deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and Olson will score. And that will make it 3-0 in favor of the Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! Just making another quick note there, and here comes Gant into the batter's box. Gant today is 1 for 1 with a double. 3-0 and now in favor of Atlanta. Bottom of the third. Game 4 of the NLDS. Braves trying to get back to LA. Dodgers looking for the knockout blow. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup with the bases empty. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 95. It's a fly ball into left field. Daniels once again coming under that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. One run, one hit, a stolen base, and an error and a sacrifice fly. And the score is now 3-0 in favor of Atlanta after as many innings. Top of the fourth coming up, and we are looking at the heart of the Dodgers order due up next. Avery gets his warm-up tosses in as he's looking at the heart of the Dodgers order. Leading off is Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. 3-0 Atlanta. Top of the fourth, game 4 of the NLDS. Braves look to be sailing so far, but it's still the early part of the game. Anything can happen. Avery will get the sign from Olson. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 33, and Strawberry swings through a changeup for strike 3, and that will be the first out of the inning. That is the third strikeout for Avery today. And here's Brett Butler. Butler today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Avery looking into Olson for the sign. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium hasn't stopped buzzing since this game started. Avery gets the sign, here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 2, and Butler's going to get frozen by a slider for strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. And here's Mike Sharperson. Sharperson today struck out swinging his first time up. Avery looking in at Olson for the sign. Fulton County Stadium on their feet, hoping for a good pitch. Avery will get the sign from Olson. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 99. It's a fly ball into left field. Nixon ranging in for that one, but he'll have plenty of grass before the infield. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the top of the fourth. as we get ready for the bottom of the fourth. Ojeda finishes up his warm-up tosses as we're looking at the middle of Atlanta's order. Leading off the inning for the Braves is Jeff Blauser. Blauser grounded out his first time up. Ojeda looking a little bit nervous, surrounded by a hostile crowd except for the few Dodgers who crossed the country, for the Dodger fans who crossed the country. Ojeda gets a sign from Carter. Here's the windup, here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 35, ball 4. Slider misses the zone and Blauser finds himself leading off with a 1-out walk. And here's David Justice. Justice today struck out swinging his first time up. Dodgers infield will go to double play depth. Blauser not really a threat to do much on the base paths today. Ojeda will turn to Carter for the sign. Ojeda will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 83, and it's a ground ball to second. Getting after that one is going to be Harris. We need to see if they turn the double play, though. It will be a 5 or less for the Dodgers to get a twin killing here. 2 outs in the inning. That was... Harris gets that one. He'll fire it over to Griffin. Griffin will turn and throw to Murray at first. And that is going to be a twin killing. That is a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Dodger fans and the Dodger bench cheer. Yay! Here's Lemke. Lemke grounded out his first time up. Ojeda will look in at Carter for the sign. Ojeda will wind up. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 91. It's a ground ball to short. Griffin will get to that one. He'll fire it over to first, and that will retire the side. Nothing happening for the Braves. Score is still 3-0 Atlanta after 4. Top of the 5th, we'll see the middle of the Dodgers order due up next. Avery will finish up his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box will be Gary Carter. Carter reached on an error back in the first. Back in the second. Avery will get the sign from Olsen. Here's the windup, and here is the pitch. 7 is a tough 20, and Carter's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray flew out his first time up. Avery looking at Olsen for the sign. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium still buzzing today. Avery gets the sign. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 91. It's a ground ball to short. Blauser will take that one. He'll throw it over to first, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here's Harris. Harris today popped out his first time up. Avery looking into Olsen for the sign. Avery will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 9 is a patient 3. Ball 4. Curveball misses the zone, and Harris is on with a 2-out walk. And here's Ojeda. Ojeda flew out his first time up. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Ojeda needs to do something to help his own cause here. Avery will get the sign from Olsen. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 37. Not particularly helpful to sit there with the bat on your shoulder, Ojeda. That's strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Dodgers as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th. Ojeda will finish his warm-up tosses as Tommy Gregg will step into the batter's box. Gregg today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup. Here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 99, and it's a fly ball to right field. Strawberry going back for that one slightly, but he'll have plenty of room before the track. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Here's Avery. Avery today struck out looking his first time up. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Ojeda will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 60. He's not that patient. That's going to be grounded over to second. Getting after that one, it will be Harris. He'll fire it over to first for the second out of the inning without too much trouble. And here's Nixon. Nixon flew out his last time up, but he's reached on a walk and had a very busy inning on the base paths in that first inning. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 9, and Nixon will swing through the heat for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves in the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 3-0 Atlanta after 5. Top of the 6th coming up, and we are looking at the top of the Dodgers order due up next. Leading off the top of the 6th for the Dodgers is Alfredo Griffin. Griffin is 1 for 2 today. He singled, stole a base, and got thrown out trying to score the first run of the day. 3-0 Atlanta. Top of the 6th, Game 4 of the NLDS. Avery gets the sign from Olsen. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 37. And Griffin's going to lead off the inning with a base hit. He'll get that one out of the infield. Here's Daniels. Daniels is 0 for 2 today. The Braves will go to double play depth. Griffin is a C4. He's going to try to swipe a bag. Jump of 4 against a hold of 10. 77 and under, he gets the jump. That's a 96. Griffin will stay put. And Avery will focus on Daniels at the plate. Avery will get the sign from Olsen. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a patient 8. And that's ball 4. Daniels will reach as a slider misses the zone for a walk. And now the Dodgers have something going on. Dodgers are first and second with nobody out. And here's Strawberry. Strawberry is 0 for 2. Do you try to swipe a bag here to move Griffin over? He doesn't have great speed, so I think you hold him here. Especially with Strawberry having pretty good power. He can easily get the Dodgers back in this game with one swing of the bat. Avery will turn to Olsen for the sign. Avery will set. Glance over to Griffin at second, Daniels at first. Fulton County Stadium buzzing, hoping for a good pitch. Avery will kick. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 81. And that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit by Strawberry. Let's see where that's going. Line drive into left field. Runner on first advances 1 base. Runner on second scores. So the Dodgers will get on the board. So Daniels will advance, Griffin will score, and Strawberry will have a single on that one. Griffin scores, Daniels to second, Strawberry to first, and the score is now 3-1 in favor of the Dodgers, or in favor of the Braves, I should say. Things starting to get very interesting here. Here's Butler. Butler is 0 for 2 today. He's also a terrible bunter. Could Daniels try to swipe a bag here, though? He's an excellent chance. They're going to try it with Butler. He's a jump of 4 against a hold of 10. Needs a 70... Or with Daniels, I should say. He's a jump of 4 against a hold of 10. 75 is just barely enough. Daniels will be off to third on an excellent chance. Ooh, a close play, but Daniels will make it over to third. To now force the Braves to have to make a tactical decision. Do they play for the double play, or do they bring the infield in? And I think they're going to bring the infield, they're going to bring the corners in to see if they can to try to get Daniels out, but still have a chance at a double play. That's how they're going to do that. Avery looking in at Olsen for the sign. Avery will set, glancing to Strawberry at first, Daniels at third. Avery will kick. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 84. It's a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one is going to be Gant. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning, but that will be plenty deep enough to score Daniels. And just like that, the score is now 3-2 in favor of the Braves. Here's Sharperson. Sharperson today is 0 for 2. Atlanta held a 3-0 lead coming into this inning. They've watched it all but evaporate. Fulton County Stadium, not happy. They're buzzing right now, hoping for a good pitch from their Braves. Avery will get the sign from Olsen. Avery will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark 36. Uh-oh, wheelhouse. Sharperson thinks he's got a hold of one. And Sharperson has just given the Dodgers their first lead of the day. Boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to straightaway center field. Going back for that one is Butler. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that's going to land in the upper deck somewhere. Home run, Mike Sharperson, and the Dodgers have taken the lead. Score is now 4-2, or 4-3 in favor of the Dodgers. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Gary Carter. Carter is 0 for 1. He reached on an error. In the space of half an inning, a lead has evaporated for Atlanta. The Dodgers now hold a 4-3 lead. Avery gets the sign from Olsen. Avery will wind up. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 85, and that's going to be just high enough to get grounded to short. Getting to that one is going to be Blauser. He'll make the play for the final out of the inning, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, a walk, a stolen base, a sacrifice fly, and a 4 runs. 4 runs on 3 hits, a walk, a stolen base, a sacrifice fly, and a 2-run homer. And it is now 4-3 in favor of the Dodgers as we head into the bottom of the 6th. We're going to get some activity in the Atlanta bullpen as... Who are they going to get warming up? They're going to get Kent Merker warming up in the Braves bullpen. Okay, we're also going to get some activity in the Dodgers bullpen as who do they want to start warming up? They're going to start... They're going to start the Dodgers are going to get Tim Cruz warming up in their bullpen. Anyway, we're looking at the 2, 3, 4 of the Braves order coming up in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Greg Olsen. Olsen today is 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and advanced on an error. He also scored one of the Braves' first run of the day? No, not the first run of the day, the third run of the day. Atlanta has fallen behind 4-3. Bottom of the 6th. Dodgers win. They go to the NLCS and wait for a dance partner. Braves win. We come back to Dodger Stadium on Monday. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. He will wind. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 78. And it's a fly ball into center field. Butler ranging slightly in for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Pendleton. Pendleton today is one for one with a single and a sacrifice fly. Ojeda looking into Carter for the sign. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 82. It's another fly ball into center field. Butler ranging back for this one this time, but he'll make the catch just the same, and that will be the second out of the inning. And here's Gant. Gant is 1 for 2 with a double today. Ojeda trying to get out of the inning with no damage. Ojeda will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check, but 98 is in play. Let's see what Gant does with this one. On an 8, he's going to get a 2-out double out of that one. He'll get a hold of it just enough for that. And Gant is on with a 2-out double. And now Bolton County Stadium buzzing as Jeff Blauser steps into the batter's box. He, though, is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Bolton County Stadium buzzing. They're hoping for a good hit out of this one. Ojeda gets the sign from Carter. Ojeda will set. Glance up to Gant at second. Ojeda will kick. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 99. It's a fly ball into left field. This time it'll be Daniels ranging in for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the double for the Braves, and it is now, and after 6, it is now 4-3 in favor of LA. Top of the 7th coming up, and I think we're going to see a pitching change for the Braves. Steve Avery is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Braves will be Kent Merker. 5-3 with a 2.58 ERA. He should be on the mound, not the plate. 73 1/3 innings pitched, 56 hits, 5 homers, 35 walks, and 62 strikeouts. He will be charged with the bottom of the Dodgers order. Coming into bat for the Dodgers will be Eddie Murray. Murray is 0 for 2 today. 4-3 LA, top of the 7th. Dodgers win, they go to the NLCS. Braves win, Game 5 is on Monday night. Merker will get the sign from Olsen. Merker will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 49, and that's just high enough against the lefty to get grounded over to third. Getting to that one will be Pendleton. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's Lenny Harris. Harris is 0 for 1 with a walk. Merker looking at Olsen for the sign once again. Merker will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 37. And against the lefty, Harris is going to get a base hit out of that one. And Ojeda is going to come out of the game as well. We're going to see a pinch hitter for him. Coming in to pinch hit for the Dodgers. Coming in to pinch hit for the Dodgers is going to be Mitch Webster. Webster hit his only homer against left-handed pitching in '91. I'll just make a quick note on here. All right. Okay, now that we've got that all figured out, the infield will go to double play depth. Harris is a potential threat to swipe a bag, actually. Jump of 4 against a hold of 9. 70 or less would give him the jump. No. Dodgers aren't going to try to swipe a bag here. Webster's got pretty good power against lefties. Merker will get the sign from Olson. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is an in-play 72. That's going to be a ground ball over to second. Lemke will get to that one. We need to see if they turn the double play, though. It's going to be a 6 or less. Two outs in the inning. Lemke fields that one. He'll take it to the bag himself since it was close enough, and then he'll fire over to Greg at first, and that will be a twin kill. That'll be a 4-3 twin killing. Stadium, actually, that would be side retired, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be side retired. So never mind. I forgot there was an out in the inning. I forgot Murray grounded out. So instead, side retired. But the same double play parameters still stand there, as the score remains 4-3 LA after 7. I won't torture you guys with my rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game as usual, but I will announce that coming into pitch is Tim Cruz. 2-3 with a 3.43 ERA. 76 innings pitched, 75 hits, 7 homers, 19 walks, 53 strikeouts. He will be charged with the middle bottom of the Braves order, and we're going to get activity in the Atlanta bullpen once again, as starting to warm up now will be they're going to start Mark Wohlers warming up in the Braves bullpen. Coming in, leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Braves is David Justice. Justice is 0 for 2 today. Cruz will look in at Carter for the sign. Cruz will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 71. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Griffin will get to that one. He'll fire it over to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Mark Lemke. Lemke is 0 for 2. Fulton County Stadium stunned at what they've seen. They watched a 3-0 lead evaporate in the space at the top of the 6th. Fulton County Stadium hoping to get something out of this. They're hoping their season continues. Cruz will get the sign from Carter. Cruz will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a ballpark check. 86, he's batting lefty, is still in play. It's just a little bit too high for a wheelhouse check. So let's see what Lemke does with this one. He's going to get a double out of that one. Actually, no, that'll be a base hit. Never mind. He's against a right-handed pitcher. I thought it was going to be a double for a second there, but I remembered I brought a righty in, so Lemke's on with a 1-out single. Pardon me for getting excited there. Here's Tommy Gregg coming into the batter's box. Gregg today is 0 for 2. Infield will move to double play depth. Lemke, not a threat to do much on the base paths today. Cruz will get the sign from Carter. Cruz will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 56. And against a righty, that's going to be just high enough for Gregg to get a base hit out of that one. That'll be a sharp liner dropping in front of the left fielder. Runner on first advances 1 base. So an S7 will send everybody to, we'll have everybody safe. Merker is going to come out of the game. Let me compile stats for him real quick. It won't take too long. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, nothing else of note. Alright, so Merker's coming out of the game, and coming in to pinch hit for the Braves will be... who will it be? It'll be Brian Hunter coming in to pinch hit. 6 of his 12 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Just making a note here. Okay. Now that we've got that figured out, we're all set with a 1-out single. Lemke, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium buzzing. They've got one of their best hitters at the plate in this situation. Braves can tie the game with a good swing of the bat. Dodgers looking to keep that from happening. Cruz will get the sign from Carter. Cruz will set. Carter will set up where he wants the pitch. Cruz will kick, and here's the pitch. 11 is a patient 22, and that's ball 4, and the bases are full of Braves. Fulton County Stadium is still very much buzzing right now, as Nixon will step into the batter's box. The infield has got to play in on this one. They do not want the tying run to score. They don't want the tying or the go-ahead runs to score, for that matter, which can very easily happen on good contact. Nixon is 0 for 2 with a walk today. 4-3 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th. Bases are full of Braves. Fulton County Stadium buzzing. They're hoping for a good hit. Cruz will get the sign from Carter. Cruz will set, looking over at the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 96. It's a fly ball into left field. Coming under that one is going to be Daniels. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Let's see, on a tough, Lemke could try to advance and score the tying run. The question is, will he? It would be a 6 or less against an arm in left field of 9. And he's got to beat both a 6 and a 9. Olson's coming up. No, it's tempting, but they're not going to try it. They would probably in a different situation. Greg Olson's got pretty good power, though. Olson, however, is 1 for 3 today. Fulton County Stadium buzzing. The Braves need to get something out of this. Cruz will look in at Carter for the sign. Cruz will set. Hunter at first. Greg at second. Lemke at third. Olson at the plate. Cruz will kick. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 45, and that's going to be popped up the chimney. Carter will throw his mask away. He'll get to that one, make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits and a walk, but the Braves can't do anything with it. Stadium barfs. Bleh. Atlanta with a golden opportunity going by the wayside as the score remains 4-3 LA after 7. And I'll make sure my lineup's all set to go. All right. Switch those two. Top of the 8th coming up, and we're going to see a pitching change for the Braves. As Merger got pinch hit for in the bottom of the 7th, coming in to pitch the top of the 8th for the Braves, once I finish making notes, will be Mark Wohlers. 3-1 with a 3.20 ERA. 19 2/3 innings pitched, 17 hits, 1 homer, 13 walks, 13 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the top of the Dodgers order. Coming in to bat for LA is Alfredo Griffin. Griffin today is 2 for 3. 4-3 LA, top of the 8th. Game 4 of the NLDS. Dodgers looking to land the death blow. Braves looking to evade it again. Wohlers will get the sign from Olson. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 41. And against a righty, Griffin will get that out of the infield for a base hit. Not the thing you want to see if you're a Braves fan. Infield will go to double play depth, as here's Daniels. Daniels is 0 for 2 with a walk today and a stolen base. Speaking of steals, Griffin, they're not going to send him here. 4-3 lead, they don't need to get desperate yet. Wohlers will get the sign from Olson. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 80, and that's going to be flied into center field. Coming under that one for the Braves will be Gant. ranging in for that one slightly, but he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Oop, no, they aren't double play depth. Here's Strawberry. Strawberry today is 0 for 3 with a walk. Dodgers looking for some insurance. Braves trying to keep the score right where it is. Wohlers will get the sign from Olsen. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a tough 91. That's a ground ball to second. Lemke will get to that one. Let's see if they can turn 2 on 2D6. Needs to be a 5 or less, and the Braves get out of the inning. Side retired. Lemke fields that one. He'll step on the bag himself, throw it over to Greg at first, and that'll be a G4-3 twin killing. Side retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! And I forgot to get anybody warming up for LA. We'll pretend we'll pretend somebody was warming up for the Dodgers. We'll bring in Jim Gott to pitch. Cruz will come out of the game. Here's Jim Gott. 4-3 with a 2.96 ERA. 76 innings pitched, 63 hits, 5 homers, 32 walks, 73 strikeouts. Let me get everything set here. JG. I know too many JGs for the record, but we won't get into that right now. Tim Cruz should have had a pretty... Oh, he had... Let me compile stats for him real quick. 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and everything else quiet there. Okay, now that we've got that straight, Jim Gott is going to be charged with dealing with the heart of the Braves order. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is Terry Pendleton. Pendleton today is 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice fly. Gott needs to be careful with Pendleton. Pendleton can very much tie this game with one swing of the bat. Gott will get the sign from Carter. Gott will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 81. That's going to be lifted into center field. Coming under that one will be Brett. He'll range in for that one slightly, but he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Gant. Gant today is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Fulton County Stadium would love to see more of that. We'll get some activity in the Atlanta bullpen as they're going to get Mike Stanton warming up. In case they blow it open, they're going to need Stanton to try to seal the deal. Okay, we're all set there. So Gott will get the sign from Carter now. Gott will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense. And the ball's hit right back to Gott on a range check. His range is a C. A 99. He will get that one. And that'll be grounded right back to Gott. He'll take that one and he'll fire it over to first for the second out of the inning. And here's Blauser. Blauser is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Gott trying to keep this game right where it is. Braves need to get something here. Fulton County Stadium buzzing. They're looking nervous that Atlanta's season could be coming to an end here. Gott will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. Uh-oh, 8's wheelhouse. Blauser thinks he's got one. And what he's got is a pop fly ball into left field. Daniels ranging back to the track, back toward the wall, but he'll have room before he gets to the wall. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Braves in the bottom of the 8th. Score remains 4-0 Dodgers, or 4-3 Dodgers after 8. Top of the 9th, and we'll see a pitching change for the Braves, along with yours truly getting a new battery. Bowlers is going to come out of the game. Coming into pitch is Mike Stanton, 5-5 with a 2.88 ERA, 78 innings pitched, 62 hits, 6 homers, 21 walks, and 54 strikeouts in 91. And I'm pretty sure he's got the save in the game 3 that brought us to this point. He does have the save in game 3. But to get to the bottom of the 9th here, he's got to navigate the middle of the Dodgers order. Here's Brett Butler. Butler is 0 for 2 today with a sacrifice fly. 4-3 Dodgers, top of the 9th. Fulton County Stadium buzzing, hoping the Braves can keep it right where it is. Stanton will look into Olsen for the sign. Stanton will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 34, and against a lefty, that's going to be popped up on the infield. Lemke will come under that one. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Mike Sharperson. Sharperson today is 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. Stanton will look in at Olsen for the sign. Stanton will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 36. And Sharperson's going to get that one out of the infield against the lefty for a base hit. Here's Carter stepping into the batter's box. Carter today, though, is 0 for 2. He reached on an error back in the 2nd. The infield will move to double play depth. Stanton will look into Olsen for the sign. He knows he's got to be careful with Carter. 1 out in the inning. Stanton trying to hold this game where it is. Carter wants to get some insurance. Stanton gets the sign from Olsen. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 63. And that's going to be a ground ball over to Lemke. He'll get that one at second. On 2D6, actually we'll make the note first, so that's a G4. 8 or less, it's a double play. No! Sharperson will make second. Carter is going to be thrown out at first on a sacrifice hit. That'll be 2 outs in the inning. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray today is 0 for 3. Stanton looking over to Sharperson at second. Good contact probably scores him. Stanton looks into Olsen for the sign. Stanton will set. Here's the pitch. 12 is a wheelhouse 10, and Eddie Murray may have just put the Dodgers in the NLCS. Boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Going back for it is Justice. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that's going to sail into the seats. Home run, Eddie Murray. Oop. It is now 6-3 in favor of the Dodgers. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Lenny Harris. Harris today is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Stanton hoping to limit the damage. Stanton will get the sign from Olsen. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 14. And a base hit into left field does not sound like limiting the damage. And are they going to let got hit here? No, I don't think they are. We're going to have some activity in the Dodger bullpen as John Candelaria is going to start getting loose for the Dodgers. Gott's going to come out of the game. I'll compile stats for him real quick. Gott went... Hold on, 7... Okay, 1 inning pitched for Gott. Nothing of note. We're going to see a pinch hitter once I finish compiling stats here. Coming in to hit. Who hits lefties well for the Dodgers? They're going to bring in Juan Samuel. He hit 7 of his 12 homers against left-handed pitching in 91. Okay, I'm just making some notes here. All right. Stanton will look into Olson for the sign. Stanton will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 91. It's a ground ball to short. Getting to that one is going to be Blauser. He'll step on the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 1 run, actually 2 runs on 3 hits and a sacrifice hit. And the score is now 6-3 in favor of the Dodgers. Oop. Hang on. There we go. That's what happened. Right. Oh, right. Lenny Harris goes over there. Stanton's going over there. Coming into pitch for the Dodgers is John Candelaria. Through 33 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits, 3 homers, 11 walks, 38 strikeouts in 91. 1-1 with a 3.74 ERA. The Atlanta Braves are running out of outs. And coming in to lead off the bottom of the 9th is David Justice. Justice is 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for 3 today. If the Braves are going to extend this series, they're going to need some serious 9th inning magic. Candelaria looks in at Carter for the sign. Fulton County Stadium most likely going to be on their feet with every pitch. Candelaria will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense. That ball is hit toward third base. Going after that one for the Dodgers is going to be Sharperson on a possible error chance. His error rating is a 5. Now would be a great time to not make an error if you're a Dodger fan. So, of course, he's going to boot that one, and that'll be a 1-base error, and Justice will be safe on an E5. Dodgers bench not happy at all with that one, as the Braves now have the leadoff runner on. Here's Lemke. Lemke is 1 for 3 with a single today. Justice not a threat to do much on the base paths today. Candelaria looking at Carter for the sign. Dodgers at double play depth. Dodgers 3 outs away from the NLCS. Braves trying to extend this series. Candelaria will get the sign from Olson. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a ballpark check. 38's wheelhouse. Lemke thinks he's got a hold of one. And he does, actually. That's going to be a double for Lemke. Let's see what happens here. Deep drive to center field. 1 hops the wall. All runners score. So Justice will score. And Lemke will be at second with a stand-up double. And the score is now 6-4. That was a D... Wait. That was a D8. Okay. Just getting that straight. Score is now 6-4 in favor of LA. Stadium cheers. Yay! We're going to see a pinch hitter for Tommy Gregg. He was a first baseman. Do the Braves have another first baseman they can bring in? They do, actually. They're going to bring in Francisco Cabrera, and he's going to take over at first base for Tommy Gregg. Cabrera, hang on. Okay, so Gregg's out of the game. Cabrera is going to take over. He hit 1 of his 4 homers in 91 against left-handed pitching. Lemke at second. 1 out in the inning. Actually, nobody out in the inning. I take it back. Nobody out in the inning. Cabrera will brace for the pitch from Candelaria. Candelaria will look to Carter. Here's the sign. Candelaria will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 13, And that's just barely ball four. Cabrera will find himself on with a walk with nobody out. And the winning run is now stepping to the plate. The only question is, who's that run going to be in the form of? Because it's not going to be Mike Stanton. For the Braves, the winning run right now will take the form of Mike Heath, his only homer coming against left-handed pitching, I should say. Temptation to bunt here, but not in this. Well, yeah, not in this situation. They want to try to get the runners home as fast as they can. Candelaria will look into Carter for the sign. Candelaria will wind up, will set. He will look over to, actually, the infield will move to double play depth on this one. Candelaria will set. He will kick. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 69, and that's going to be just a little bit too high. Grounded over to second. Question is, let's hit to Harris. Can the Dodgers turn 2 on this one? It's going to be a 7 or less on 2D6. Two outs in the inning. Right. Harris takes that one. He'll step on the bag himself. Fire it over to Murray at first. Heath will slide and try to beat the throw, and he won't make it. Lemke will make it to third, but there are now 2 outs in the inning on the 4-3 double play. Stadium groans. Ugh. And the last chance for the Braves to continue their season comes to Otis Nixon. Nixon is 0 for 3 with a walk today. Fulton County Stadium buzzing, hoping for a good hit to continue their season. Dodgers faithful, hoping for a good pitch. The Dodgers make the NLCS with the next out. Candelaria looks into Carter. He will set. Lemke over at third. Nixon waiting for the pitch. Candelaria will kick, and here is the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 13. Nixon swings through the high heat. Strike 3. That's your game. That's your series. The Los Angeles Dodgers have eliminated the Atlanta Braves from the 1991 playoffs by a score of 6-4. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. Let's see. Walk, 1 strikeout, none of that. All right. Which team had 2 errors? 1. Actually, right. Okay. For the Dodgers, 6 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. For the Braves, 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. Winning pitcher today is going to be Bob Ojeda. Steve Avery will end up... Actually, yes. Bob Ojeda will end up with the win. Steve Avery will end up with the loss. And John Candelaria will end up with the save. And the Los Angeles Dodgers have advanced to the National League Championship Series. They will wait for the winner of the series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. The Pirates currently lead that series 2-1. As for the American League, we'll be having the Toronto Blue Jays at the Kansas City Royals later this afternoon. If you give me a minute, I can tell you who the starting pitchers are going to be. Juan Guzman will be going for the Blue Jays, and Kevin Appier will be going for the Royals. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.